and we're back. So go check it out. Fantastic Plus is our channel sponsor. Go download it and give it a try. Parents, give it to your kids. I'm sure they're gonna love it. All right, we're back to the show. We're back to our podcast. Um, Eric, welcome back, my friend. I need to.
Thank you.
I see how you're successful helping couples with the relationships and their sex life. You're very soft spoken and you're also very knowledgeable. I need to ask you: have you ever met a couple that you just approached them and said, "Hey guys, no, give up. This won't work."
So it's a really good question, and there are therapists out there who will say that. My strategy as a therapist has been different. I have worked with couples for in a couple of cases years and not been able to help them, and they decided to stay together. And similarly, I've worked with couples for just a few sessions and been like, you guys should be able to work this out. And then they come in and they're like, oh, yeah, we decided to break up. And I'm like, what? Why? What's clear to me, perhaps I should back up. What I mean to say is my strategy, my ethical principle as a therapist is that my clients' lives are theirs to run for good or ill, right? For mistake or for the values that they have. Some people I've met and worked with were very religious in some way, and they were not going to get divorced because of their religious beliefs, no matter what. That's a fine value for them to hold. It's not mine to judge. It does have some consequences when we won't get divorced no matter what, then we often allow no matter what to happen. And so my strategy has always been I don't tell my couples that they should stay together or that they should break up. I tell them what it would take to make their relationship work from where they are at. And if I ever get exasperated, I feel like I've taught them all the tools in my tool belt and that I don't have anything new to offer them. I will fire them as a couple and then recommend to them that they try working with somebody else if they want to, because I haven't been able to help them, but they are still committed. And so, I take this hopefully more humble approach. You still want this relationship, but I haven't been able to make it better for you. Maybe somebody else can.
um, I heard Jordan Peterson saying once that marriage is the way to go because when you're married, there's no escape. You need to work the problems out. You guys are together in this, and you're gonna figure it out. But you need to stay married for that. Those are his views, right? Um, and I would say he has a point because nowadays it's so easy to just find a new relationship. It's so easy to break here and just like I'm never the problem, right? If I'm having problems in the relationship, I just leave you behind and find someone else. But if you're married,
Yeah. Yeah.
that's not so easy. I mean, you're gonna have to go through a lot of trouble to go through the divorce. I mean, even then, a lot of people should do it. So,
So, a couple of things. First, I, I though um, some of Jordan Peterson's work and help with men is well psychologically informed and has been able to benefit a lot of people. I um, I think that he's a real mixed bag of some psychological wisdom and a lot of really, really toxic stuff
mm,
that's really damaging and harmful. So even just this piece, right? Does commitment in a relationship help people grow? It absolutely does. But we can easily go from that general principle to becoming controlling and judgmental about people who need something different. So, can a couple that is committed to each other grow equally to a couple that is not married, that is married? Yes. right? There are forms of commitment that aren't marriage that also create all of the positive benefits of marriage. Are there couples who are married who are causing a lot of harm and damage to each other? And where we could believe that less abuse and less suffering would take place if they would admit that this is damaging. Absolutely. So it's harmful to us to just simply take a principle and apply it to all people in all cases. You should be married and you should stay married. Some people, I think, are more free, more whole, and more healthy not married and not committed in a relationship. It's good and healthy for them and for society to be able to hold that diversity isn't just about culture or gender or sexual orientation. It's also about what people want and need from their social relationships, friendships, communities, and romantic relationships. And we need to allow all of that diversity to exist,
Hmm.
or we end up doing harm to people.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it works for him, so good for him. But imagine if you're married with a
That's
girl,
right.
and all of a sudden she say, "Oh, I would like to spice things up. Let's bring Jerry, my my work friend Jerry, to bed." It's like what? And now because you're married, you need to make this thing work. How are you gonna make this thing work if you're against it? You know, it's
Well, even in there, right? There's so many divergent possibilities. For some, there are couples out there who are married. I happen to be one of them,
mm,
where other partners are allowed and where that works and helps maintain the marriage and the commitment and the relationship. That's not true for every relationship. It's not better, it's not more evolved, but it is a true part of the diversity of human experience and human ways of relating. And when we accept that, we create the possibilities for more stability rather than less.
so. Eric, you're stating here that open relationships works depending on the
Some,
some.
yeah,
Okay. This is new to me. I always had the impression that if it's open, it's gonna fail at some point because that's my current perception of it. We as humans, we expect predictability, we expect stability to a certain degree, and when you have an open relationship, it's just too chaotic. At least for me, that's
yeah.
my
That's clear,
yeah.
and that personal statement I would not question ever.